welcome. This is Tix, and this is the hard run on the high score dungeon. For this first boss is a very technical fight. You need to switch over to defensive mode in order for you to be able to take minimal damage from the mobs. And as soon as you take the secondary hit from the mob, you switch over to attack mode and do a thunder strike on the boss, and you should be able to one-shot nuke him like so. For the next boss, I believe we are going to be heading up to the top right to fight the first mob and then fight the first sweeper boss. As you see here, we got 35,833, which is a decent score. As you see here, we're just going to pick up the chest on the way, and we're going to go ahead and head up towards the sweeper. So for this sweeper mob that we're going to fight before the boss, it's very important for us to accrue ATB up and our unison. Those two things are the most pivotal things, and you guys are going to see how I start to manipulate the limit break and the summon gauge in order for me not to have to use any items in order to be able to nuke the last boss. As you guys will see here, we're just going to look for the fight. It's not activating for some reason, but it's okay. And once we get into this battle, it's very important to start accruing a bit of ATB by throwing 3 ATB moves instead of just one-shotting the boss. What I like to do is a fire blow followed by a blazing strike. On my other runs, I was doing 2 fire blows, and this actually is getting you more limit break, so that's why I chose to do the blazing strike there. These guys should go down in 1 slash. Ideally, you want to have maximum ATB by the end of this, but because I ended up doing a blazing strike, I ended up being short just by half an ATB. But we were able to make up for it in the future, so it's all good. For this next boss, it's very important for you to be able to send the thunder strike move, which is Murasame, and then immediately after you toss it, switch to defense mode so that you take very minimal damage from the right sweeper there. The right sweeper did shoot at us, so because we're in defense, we took less damage from him. But also more importantly, the next battle, which is Gallimbalor, everybody knows that Gallimbalor immediately hits everybody, so that's also why it's really important to already be in defensive mode in order for you to be able to take less damage from him. As you see here, we're going to have to do a fire splitter for the Gallimbalor to be one shot, but there's a couple of steps that are really necessary for you to be able to enable that to happen. First, you're going to want to be in defensive mode so you take very minimal damage from him, but it's also important to, after the attack that he sends, you're going to switch over to attack, and when you switch over to attack, you must wait for the full unison before you send the fire splitter. As you see, we're going to go ahead and take the hit from him, and immediately we're going to go to attack mode, and we're going to wait for the unison to pop up, and then we're going to go ahead and send the blazing strike there, and this should one-shot him like so. Some people are strong enough to do it with the 25% hit, which is the half of unison when it's not maximum filled. But for me specifically, I need the full unison in order to be able to KO him in one shot. For this bonus, I believe we're going to take the 20% bonus here for the fire potency because it's very important for the last boss. So now we're going to go over to the mob, and this is when I mess around with the mob with my arrow. I have an arrow that has an 8% P attack bonus on it, but because my cloud is fully built to the rim with P attack, this arrow is doing very minimal damage while getting me a lot of limit break. That limit break is very, very, very important. You want to have the full limit break for the last boss. And as you see here, because I have the arrow there, I can fully exploit other things in the battles because all I need is to have maximum ATB by the end of this fight. And I think I'm able to even do a fire blow on this right guy in order to take him out. And by the time I end up killing the last guy, I should have full ATB ready for the next bottom left fight, which is a triple Randoran defenders again, but this time, or I believe, I don't know what they're called, they're the elites, I believe. So we're gonna go ahead and fire blow each of them, but for now I'm just gonna let the auto attack do work and take out this guy. And this is just a little bit of a slow battle since it's auto attack versus auto attack, but it's all good. We end up coming out with a W. After, we're obviously going to want to pick up the items and then head back down to the left where the other triple soldier battle is. It's a little bit of a trek down there, but you can go ahead and make your way down there, kind of like you're making your way downtown. We're going to go ahead and open up this gate and then head over right to the battle. So for this one, depends on where you have your fire blow. You want to immediately start spamming it because you need to do 3 fire blows by the end of this battle. So it's very important for you to immediately spam it as soon as you're in battle and can take a shot at them. As you see here, we have to wait a little half a second extra in order to get the ATB necessary to take out this guy. And we should have triple ones at the end here. Yep, triple ones. All right. We're going to go ahead and pick up that item. For this bonus, it's not very necessary because you're not going to take any more damage, but you also don't want to take down your physical defense, so that's why I just took the 10% lightning boost. We're not going to be using lightning anymore, so it doesn't really make a difference what bonus you use there. But if you did take a hit and you took down your physical defense, then that would hurt your score quite substantially. For this last battle, it's pretty straightforward. I'm not able to fully nuke this boss with a Ifrit, but if you are a little bit stronger than me, then you should be able to one-shot nuke him with the summon. It's very important for you to skip the animations with control as well. If you skip the animation, as you see, he survives with a sliver, and I was trying to spam fire blow, but the auto attack goes ahead and does the work for me. That is pretty much the gist of the whole run. It is a very technical run where you have to be switching from attack to defense all the time in order to maximize your score by taking less damage from the enemies. I'm pretty proud with the score I ended up getting. I think it was 597,715. That's what it is. 597,715. I believe the highest score I've seen is 598,666. But for now, I think that's a really beautiful score. And remember, guys, play the game the way it's right for you.